In the Farbrengen of Shabbos Parshas Azinu Tovshin Chav Beis, the Rebbe continued ben the Geya the union of grabbing the Shirayim. And the Rebbe said again that this was not something that used to be by Chassidim Chabad, this is only by Polish Chassidim. And even though the Frierdiker Rebbe from time to time used to do this, but it was only bitnai that there should be the Iker, that they should bring a Hisofe and learning Torah, doing mitzvahs, etc. But when you're missing the Iker, then Chas v'Sholem, the Tofel, the secondary thing, is also in this battle. Now, there are some people that I know that when they grab Shirayim, it's not for themselves. It's only for the Teva of Chassidim. It's good for Chassidim to do that. As if he's saying that for himself he doesn't care. He only cares for the Chassidim B'chlal. So the Rebbe said, I want to say that I also want Tevas of Chassidim. And if I would think that this is good for Chassidim, I would also want it. And the Rebbe continued. There were Chassidim by the previous Rabbeim, and they also needed Mesirish Nefesh, etc., etc. And still, they could have been involved in getting a piece of cake, etc., etc., but they didn't do it. The only time it happened was when one Chassid, a Polish Chassid, came to the Rebbe Nishrasedim and he grabbed it, but otherwise no one grabbed it. And if I remember correctly, that the Rebbe told over the story that what happened when a Polish Chassid grabbed it by the Rebbe Rashab. Could be it was in a different Farbrengen. I think it was in this Farbrengen. And he said that once there was a Polish Chassid that grabbed Shirayim by the Rebbe Rashab, and the Rebbe Rashab told him that in Chabad we don't have the meaning of Shirayim. So he said to the Rebbe Rashab that by us we know that Shirayim is mezake. That means it brings a certain merit. And the Rebbe Rashab said to him, by uns is Shirayim mechayiv. Mechayiv means it makes you obligated. It makes you more responsible for things. So it's not supposed to grab Shirayim. Now, the Rebbe said, I don't mean to be mevatel something that a Frierdiker Rebbe did, but it has to be with the kavanah as it was there. In this case, we're talking about Chassidische Farbrengen, Lubavitcher Chabad Farbrengen, and the union of Chabad is to add in learning and to be misamik in learning Torah, Nigla, and Chassidus, and then from Chabad, from the Meichen, from the person's intellect, it comes down to the Midas, first to the Pnimizike, Midas of Chesed, Gvura Tiferes, Chagas, and then from the Pnimizike Chagas, then the Chatzeniske Chagas, that's the union of Shirayim, but you can't just time as they grab Shirayim. Some people might think, why am I saying this and I'm offending some people? Especially Shabbos, when everything has to be calm and menucha. So why would I be offending people? In other words, Rebbe said, some people think that, first of all, I'm offending people who give me kavod. Why should I do that? And more bedakis, they mean well. So if they mean well, why should I offend them? So the Rebbe said, the answer is, the Pasuk says, Rak eschem yudaiti mikol mishpachis ha'adom al-kein, that the Eibishter says, because I love Yidden, that's why the Eibishter gives them rebuke. And in Chassidus it says that the word Yodaiti means love. That means that the Eibishter said it out of love. So the same thing here, what I'm saying it is because I love these people. And therefore I want to pick them up to a high pedestal. They should be in a higher madrege. Before that they know themselves also. That's why I'm able to be made on this. And the Rebbe says, but be'etzem I don't want to be meirich even more. And it's even possible that what I said till now won't help. And people will continue grabbing Shirayim. And there's a problem if they really continue grabbing Shirayim. That means that they might not even hear the Maimer. They're all wait the whole time when it'll be finished that I'll be able to, and I'll leave and they'll be able to take Shirayim. So Rebbe, nevertheless, I'm not going to speak about it anymore, etc., etc. And the Rebbe said, and therefore what he's going to do is now he's going to give after the Farbrengen always the leftover mezenes he's going to give for the orchim that are there. I don't remember exactly if the Rebbe mentioned Ramoshe Yeruslavsky by name, because he was the one that organized the Achnosos Orchim, where the Orchim would be able to eat. But he meant that, and that's how it happened, that from then on, the Rebbe, at the end of the Farbrengen, would give the Mazenis to Ramoshe Yeruslavsky. And other Farbrengens, when it wasn't Tishri, he would give it to somebody else for some reason, but in order not to leave it, that people should grab. Because the Rebbe didn't really want they should grab Shirayim. On the other hand, there was one time where the Rebbe did say something positive about it, and that will be in the next broadcast.